Alright, let's see what I can get out of this. So because it's so far out, I need to take tension out of the spokes first to see how bad the wheel itself actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this spoke is really loose compared to the
I
rest.
see that, yeah.
This spoke. Yeah, that's why. Here we go.
Broken?
Found the problem. Broken spoke.
Is that right?
Yep. So that is going to be the biggest cause of why it's so far off. And the downside is it's on the cassette side of things.
Yeah, it looks like
So
it's...
we've got to pull the. So would you like me to replace this spoke for you?
Yeah.
Hopefully I've got one that's the right size here. I should. So I'm gonna have to pull the cassette off or the freewheel off as well.
Yeah, because it's right inside there.
Yeah, it's on the drive side. So
No, I don't think we can salvage this thing, though.
no, that is gonna be
Yeah, we won't be able
absolutely
to salvage that plastic piece, right?
Say what now?
That back plastic piece. is
It's
all
gonna
cracked,
fall
right?
apart
Yeah.
as soon as I pull it off.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
Look at that! I've got the right size spoke.
Look at that.
And let's move over to my other tool. Come with me. Come with me if you want to learn. Haha. And that needs to come off. Oops. Downside to working over the trash can. And this tool. Come on, Tanner. Didn't get any worse. Back to the touring stand. So my other live stream is probably saying that I'm supposed to be live on that one, but for some reason it did not schedule to my phone. I have to move stuff around on this. Come on. Oh, tell me it's the right size. Well. Brr. Yay. Right size spoke.
These things
The grips on the side cutters keep sliding. Yeah, alright, so we are J-bend this way, so we gotta fish it through.
Cool.
And then we need to cross. This is my cross.
Nice.
And then we need to do some bending and threading. And there we go.
Just like that.
Just
How old's
like
the rim, you think?
I don't know.
that.
You just found a wheel or?
This is a bike of a friend of mine.
Okay.
He got it and then he goes,
So a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start at the worst part, which is here, and start working our way around. That's actually right there at the new spoke. Let's put some tension on that. We're already a little bit straighter.
Yeah.
Oops, dang. There we go. Right here. That's really loose.
You go every other,
So,
pretty much.
not so much every other. I'm kind of going off of
Feel?
spoke tension as well as which way I need to move the wheel. So, the
Feel,
spokes that are coming,
Yeah.
so every other spoke is going to be for the left side of the wheel, or the drive side in this case.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so if I tighten the drive side, it's going to pull the wheel to the left.
Mhm.
If I tighten the non-drive side, it's going to pull the wheel to the right. Right now, most of my problem is the wheel's too far to the non-drive side, and it's actually really close again already.
Mm-hmm.
So right there, now we're on this side, so now we need to pull the wheel towards us over
Yeah,
here.
right.
So I'm going to take
That one.
a non-drive spoke, give it a quarter turn. Give this one a quarter turn. Actually, I'm going to give this a full turn, mostly because it was so loose already.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go from there. Now we've got to rub here. So what you're trying to do is you start from the point where, so there's where it starts rubbing, so right about this spoke.
Right there.
Until, so these are going to be the two spokes I want to give a small quarter turn to. 1, 2. Now they're starting to get a little tight, so if I have to adjust these again, if it's here in the middle,
Mhm.
I'll loosen this a quarter turn. We'll let it come this way. So if I loosen a spoke, it's going to go towards the side that I loosened to. If I tighten it, we'll go towards that side. So, let's see where we're at here. So now we've got some rubbing here. Quarter turn, quarter turn, quarter turn. What's up, people? Who's joining me for the fun of some wheel trying? You're really close. Ah, it's them. Oh, I mean, hi.
How's it going?
I am
Were
chewing
you
a
hoping
wheel.
they just wouldn't show up? Okay, so here's my little creativity.
I'm never that lucky, but okay, what?
Let me get your first name.
Gobble gobble. Holiday hours, closed for stuffing. Ah, that's funny.
It can be taken in many ways, depending on your level of humor.
I can't hang around with these people anymore. I'm not done reading yet.
If in the UK you were to ask someone if they got stuffed at Thanksgiving, it means a very different thing than overeating turkey.
Yes, it does. And that's where my mind went, but we can't. I already figured it out.
Some people's minds will go there, not everyone's.
Already figured it out.
Ooh. Is this yours or his?
That would be ours,
Oh.
which it's lunchtime technically.
Has he been eating?
He ate a sandwich earlier.
Okay.
We open at 8 on Saturday,
Yeah, so he's been eating.
whatever time after that. I'm sure I have it ready for you. What's your phone number, just in case?
Just popped in to grab some cards.
Do you know where we ordered the little bicycle clip card holders from?
Steve does. He ordered those.
Steve ordered those, but he's
He
questioning
can't
me.
remember where you get them.
I will find them.
Okay.
We got a 61-inch frame.
I have a knack for finding things on the internet.
Should be your size,
So I have an idea for the helmet liners
Okay.
for the Space Center.
Yes, I haven't looked into that too much because I almost
You've been
forgot
having a lot of things going
stuff.
You want it for the week then, eh?
So
You want it for the week?
what I've been looking at is they're all shower caps.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Basically.
kind of the plan. It was something along those lines.
And then we'd have to figure out a dispenser and everything else for it.
Right.
Saturday, I got-
Another option that I was thinking of is I have a fabric that I use. It's
I got it. Okay, see you Saturday. Bye for now.
where are the rest of the business cards?
Right here.
I need one more and then our supply thing over here is empty.
No, we don't have time to get-
No, we got tons. We ordered a whole bunch, but
Yeah, that's good.
actually, can I grab a few more just so I can sign? Where's my sign?
Oh, okay, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Ryan's. Just go to Grills. They're delicious.
Where?
Grills are delicious, but
Oh, Grills is, yes.
we got those from Ryan's.
We're going to go to Grills for dinner maybe tomorrow night, Friday night. So I thought Nadine should experience Grills.
Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. You're right. YouTube's broken. I'm going to wash my hands. Actually, I don't mind doing wheels.
Oh, I also brought.
So I should go this way.
Hey, nice cruiser.
All right, I'm back. Stuff's working again. I don't know what happened. YouTube froze up on me. I've got to wash my hands. I know it's a scary thought. We're walking into the bathroom, but it's got hot water. You're gonna hear a fan for a little bit. Shop bathroom. It is back. So what's up, Ronnie? Hey, I actually don't mind working on wheels. I find it almost soothing to work on wheels. But I gotta clean my hands. It is lunchtime at the shop. My hands are gross and dirty today because I have not been wearing gloves pretty much all day. So it is clean hands time. Yay, clean hands. All right, so I can go get food now, but yeah, I'm gonna go get food now, and then we will discuss some things that are happening at the shop. Front wheel is always out of true. Had true last weekend. So the hop can be from. Are you running tubeless? Because if you're running tubeless, that could be a big chunk of your problem there.
It would be really nice if we could organize this, now that we have it. if the rentals go outside on that rack, I know Jason said we need to order one giant long locking cable, or maybe Harbor Freight has something like that.
Harbor Freight has good long cables, as well as Travis probably has cables too.
Actually, Travis will
Well,
be good.
we got 2 cables that we can use.
Road bike?
For now, but we'll get a good long cable so that
PSI.
all the rentals go
Yeah.
out here.
One long cable just makes life.
Yeah.
So much easier.
Easier.
So we can go with one long cable for all the, yeah. So one long cable for all the rentals out here, and then what we should do is we should put the resale bike, I'm just suggesting. Put the resale bikes like this track and this Cannondale, put them over here.
Like Dawn, I don't, we really don't need
We
it.
put them over here.
I've actually had a couple people ask about that
Yes.
too.
So put resale inventory over here, consignment goes here.
Well, that's because it's BMX bike. And how many spokes?
Everything else is new inventory that's for sale. With this setup, which I really like with these that you ordered.
And whoever's chewing it is probably not checking tension. You probably need to have quite a bit higher tension than you would in any other bike on the BMX bike.
Does that make sense? Maybe that's something when you've got the boys in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, put those boys to work. I don't know what we're doing.
Because I think we need to get that, instead of that being up on the rack with that color, if that's a rental and that's a rental, then those need to be outside. Because that's gonna draw attention over here. And we need to fill that rack up so that we don't get the rebel yell parking their bike there all the
We
time.
got time, can you go down Harbor Freight? You know that?
Yeah, I can.
You think that's a long walk?
Yeah. Can you grab the tape measure and measure so that we know what size we need?
The longest one they have available.
Yeah, just go.
I can guarantee they won't
Just
have
get the
one too
longest.
long. Yeah.
No?
Just
Okay.
get the longest one they have available.
Okay. Well, we'll just get the longest one available, like you said.
How long it is?
Yeah, and if the longest one isn't long enough, we can always add more.
Cyclist.
Hey!
See, that's pretty sweet.
He got that one from us.
Oh, what? So it was.
I gotta get my phone screen fixed too. Phone screen still tweaks. But somebody wants like $200 to fix it, and I'm not paying $200 to fix a broken screen. I'll fix it myself if I have to.
Full on weed into the grass, but I mean, I pitch. all
You're
the
lucky
way
you didn't
into the
break
grass.
anything.
I'm telling you.
I had to.
So at this point, it's probably been chewed wrong too many times, so it started pulling the rim up higher. So that way, we'll need to. You basically need to have the wheel rebuilt from start to finish. Apparently, there's a party happening in the shop right now.
Welcome to the store.
So look up, hey Ronnie, so look up the Samsung S7. The screen is actually glued to the digitizer. So I can get the screen for cheap, but you have to like heat it and peel it off from the glue and glue the new one back on. So it's kind of nasty. I can do screens if I do the whole digitizer, but I need to see how much they are. Because I think that's what they're doing too for $200.
It had rained the night before, so it was a little damp. And I had a line of cars.
What's up, dude?
He was about 10 minutes ahead of me on the road.
You want to say hi to the people on YouTube? Want to say hi to my friends on YouTube?
As my front wheel hit the track,
Wave hi and show them your cool helmet.
same thing as
Yeah.
you.
Just point your head down and go check out my cool helmet.
And when I woke up, I am laying about
That is a cool
5
helmet.
feet from where the tracks were in the gravel on the side of the road, and I'm still clipped in.
Mine doesn't, it's not the edge, so it doesn't have the full wrap, but it is a curved screen on the end. So I have issues putting screen protectors on them as well. He did, he said hi to the YouTube people of the world. All two of my watchers. What's up, man?
Adjustment for me. They put a new cable on,
Okay.
but I crashed the other day. I bruised all my ribs.
Don't do that. That
I
hurts
know,
like
it does.
crap.
It hurts a lot. And but the brake is a little too. I can't. There's not like playing. You understand what I'm saying? You'll see it when you come out. It's really stiff.
Yeah. What's it doing?
That's okay.
I just finished working on it. So it's a little stiff.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like there's not much, you know what I mean? It's hard to
Like it,
squeeze.
squeeze. Okay.
Do you have a picture
Yeah,
of it, or-
I can take care of that.
So you're maybe famous, huh?
You did. You're YouTube famous. You and your helmet, man. You're gonna be a cool helmet kid.
Okay.
What's going on with it?
It just, the wheel just,
Yeah, I was just riding around the
got
village.
jammed. It just,
Huh?
This is yours?
Well, mine.
Yeah, it looks like it's rubbing up
and
against the
Yeah.
frame there. Yeah, no worries.
Along with Jason. Yes, Jason is a permanent fixture at the village side of the shop.
Oh, in Chile, is that something that happens often?
So it's kind of a nice break.
Yeah, come on back.
Yeah, it's wrong down that, yeah.
So, for whatever reason, it just.
Do you, is the bike or not?
Probably has to do with
Pretty much, yeah. What I'm gonna say is that.
Do you guys sell
Oh, we do sell the
currently
tools, yeah.
live stream YouTube,
Yeah,
so
so we do sell.
I'd like people to know what's going on and what we do around here.
Two.
And part of that is teaching them as I go. So we just had a bike come back that I worked on earlier, and I blame me because it probably was my fault, my gunked shoulder. I separated my shoulder about 4 months ago, and I have like no strength in my arm. So I usually try to like get creative, but what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna loosen both sides of this up, and then we'll. So the
Yeah,
cool
that's
part
what it
about
was the opposite side. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This slid there, but
So now that we're loose on both sides, we're gonna slide it back up in the frame. Come on, back in the frame.
Is it on, sorry, is it on the cassette? So this is the actual unit, it's this part of the bike that you're talking about?
All the way up. We got it pretty centered here.
It's a socket style?
Get that sort of snug. So like right now, see how it's a little bit over to one
yeah,
side.
and it was rubbing up on
Yeah.
it.
So what we're gonna do is to straighten it out, we're just gonna pull it till it's straight, and that's gonna adjust it over here, and then we'll tighten this side up. You'll be learning forever. There's always new stuff to learn. I've been doing this for a while. That feels good.
So just a little tighter than that last time.
Yep. That should be, and let me see.
Light holder, right?
It used to be a lock holder,
Oh,
and
that's
I'm not 100% sure if I can even get it off without just kind of.
Yeah, I was
cutting it.
messing with it. I was like, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's hurting. So.
It's this, but bigger. Yeah, this is what, yeah,
Man, that's,
there you go.
So the axle's a little bit on the crooked side. Just a huge deal. It just
Don't go over any.
no. So basically, what it is, yeah, there's threads sticking out of this side, but there's none sticking out over here. Doesn't really mean anything. I've got it. It's tight. It's flush. It's got at least 3 full engagements. So the axle can actually physically just be moved.
Is there a way that you can
It's a
take a picture?
pain.
All right.
Because you're adjusting that, you're adjusting
Yeah, I get what you're
tension.
saying. Yeah.
Is it unique?
So,
It's not right.
but
It was riding good for a second. It was riding really
like I
nice.
said, man, I was really impressed with this thing. Quite literally, like the new chain on it and everything else, the derailleur working perfectly. This was smooth. I put a little bit of lube in the bottom bracket, so that's the section that runs the axle through for the crankset. Everything on this thing is running phenomenally well.
So if that happens
So,
again, just unscrew these, pull
just
it back,
unscrew it
and,
kind of,
and
so
straighten it
yeah,
out
and then
that
just
way, and
straighten
as
it
you
out,
straighten
and
it
then
out,
tighten it
tighten
back
it.
down. And
Cool, easy fix.
hopefully it shouldn't happen again. If it keeps happening, we may need to change these bolts out because they just may be backing themselves off. But
But I was thinking if I had.
shouldn't. That was a little odd.
That's quite alright. I'm close by, like I said, I just came right back up on it.
Yeah, man. No, that's cool.
With one
I
step.
said
Bring
I've
the
been
bike in.
working on this bike. I absolutely love working on older stuff because it
What was
I
it?
how
guess
it works
if I have
correctly.
a
It's a
tool that you
Schwinn
need, You buy the tool, then you have
Traveler.
it.
Roadster, traveler,
And
that's
Yeah,
right,
then
traveler.
Schwinn
also
Traveler.
Steve or Jason
So-
or whoever's in the shop can actually walk you through and make sure
That's
you're
a little
working it
looser
right and
than it
everything
needs to
else.
be.
Yeah, it sat out at my
better to
buddy's
bring
house
it
for a
in.
long time, sat outside for a long time. so
Yeah.
That's where all that rust came from.
So what's cool about this is The rust on the outside, these are good cables. So it's just surface rust.
Yeah.
They actually called me to translate.
Like with this, when I shift it up, just where the cable is inside the housing, there's absolutely no rust.
What are these ones for?
So that's how you shift.
Oh, that's right. That's
So
right.
yeah, that's your shifting.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
They're referred to as friction shifters.
Okay. I haven't had a shifter like this before yet.
So the newer style shifters are indexed, so when you push, they click. These have the downside of you got to kind of you start to learn. So after you've been doing it for a while, you quite literally like I went through it that time. One gear, one gear, one gear, one gear. It's because I've ridden bikes and I've had bikes with these.
Yeah.
But the difference is like right now where it's I got to turn my. I'm talking. I swear I'm doing things while I'm talking. They hear me talking and nothing's happening. So while we're pedaling, we got this rubbing thing. Newer bikes, you have to adjust ahead of time and you're set. With this, I just go, oh, rubbing's gone.
Yeah. Perfect.
So same thing when I shift up, and if I'm up and there's rubbing, you can adjust it a little bit at a time.
Okay. That's something I'll get used to also. Yeah.
You really will. So what I will suggest is, if you're not going anywhere, you're just out for a ride. Shift, 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 shift.
Shift as much
Shift
as possible.
a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Shift so you know exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
Pull down easier, pull down harder. So left side makes it harder if you pull it
Yep.
down, right side makes it easier if you pull it down.
Okay.
And then you will start to kind of get used to exactly how far you need to pull the lever to get it to shift.
All right.
But yeah, no man, this thing's in great shape.
Nice.
So
Yeah, if that happens
you,
again,
you got
I'll
yourself
try
a-
to fix it myself, and if it happens a third time, I'll bring it back in, and we can get
bring it
the
back in and we'll
yeah.
figure out what the actual problem is and why it's happening. We know I put some torque on it that time, so
All right. Awesome.
it's rare that I miss something
Well,
that,
there we
that
go.
big. I'm Paul.
Oh, Matthew, man. I
Nice to meet you,
appreciate it.
Matthew.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah,
in the
man.
village, so I'll be coming up here.
Sweet, yeah.
Give it a
This
shot.
this is a place to come hang
It
out.
is, yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna go give it another ride now.
Yeah, man. See how it feels.
Appreciate it. Oh,
Let us know if you need anything adjusted, seat, any other stuff like that. Just pop in. We can take care of that real quick.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Right now, I'm going to sit down and eat lunch. Friction shifters are great, dude. They're the greatest shifters ever. I left the phone somewhere. I'm losing my mind today. Yeah, I love a good friction shifter, and that is a good bike. It was fairly high end, even though it's a Schwinn, but it was a fairly high end bike at the time. All right, so I'm going to be rude. It is lunchtime for me. I have not eaten pretty much all day today, so I'm going to eat some chicken wings in front of the people. He's doing stuff. He's our president. Yeah. I have no complaints. He's not hurting my feelings. Good question. Next question. I don't know. Let me take a look. Is it bike related?
There's donuts they found.
Oh, there's no finding of donuts. We all know Paul. We all know Paul brought the donuts.
Donuts.
The fat kid loves his donuts. It is a bit random. I don't know. We'll see. If it's not mountain bike related, then it's okay. I don't know. I'm looking. Say something again so I can look it up. How's it random? Lime flavored. That's gonna be fun to find. How you guys doing? Not too bad. What can I do for you?
So you come in and just peruse your place.
That's a good thing to do. I love doing that.
Okay.
That's what I do when I'm not working. I come in here and I peruse. I really do. can't find your channel, man. I typed it in and it's not showing up. Oh, I can't click it from here. Yeah, I can't find your channel. Like, I typed in your whole name and it's just not popping up. So normally, we have a very big version of that bike hanging up over the counter here.
Yeah.
But it is currently out with the owner for now. Yeah, man, nice. Every kid should be riding a bike. Less tablets, more bikes.
Have a seat.
Hello. What's the seat for?
Buddy, our friend out there.
Oh, okay.
I just found it, I knew there was one at the top there.
Yeah, we usually have a few.
It's almost brand new. What is that? Where's that on the ground?
Usually a 14, it should be in.
14, yeah. How you doing today?
Pretty good, how about yourself? So you rent bikes,
Yes.
what do you rent the bikes, those out there on the sign?
So our rental
I
prices
didn't
are up
see
here on
that.
this sign.
There
Yep.
it is.
They're hiding up at the top.
Okay.
Everything from cruisers to road bikes to we'll even rent out from time to time the recumbents as well.
Oh. Is there more stuff back here? Is this-
And it's mostly all service back
all
there.
service back
Yeah.
here, So people get their bikes fixed up?
Yep. That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
I like fixing the things.
Yeah.
Mostly because occasionally I get to use a hammer. I do it in the most professional way possible.
I believe you.
What do you do for a living? I professionally use a hammer on bicycles. Can't find that dude's YouTube channel. It's interesting. That seat's a little bit on the worn out side.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating some baby chickens. Now you two have a great day. Thank you.
Just come out of there.
Should. You might have to use a hammer. Dude, so I don't know where you're from, man, but like I should make another YouTube channel just going from place to place eating chicken wings. Because I like any restaurant that I go to, the first thing I order is chicken wings all the time. I'm like, hey, we're gonna go somewhere. Do they have chicken wings? Markham, nice, man. Like down south Markham. Sweet. I gotta get down there. I have, it's on my list. Markham, Amelia, and extra spicy. They're like spicy, saucy, smoky. We've got a place down in Palm Bay near Grapefruit Trail called Broken Barrel. They've got smoked fried chicken wings. It is exactly as good as they sound. feel like you're making fun of me on my live stream skills here. Just sitting here eating chicken wings. Doing what I know, right? So the first time I went there, I was there with a couple friends, and I was like, "Ah, cool, chicken wings. I'm gonna order chicken wings." Big surprise. Talking to the waitress, I'm like, "How are the wings?" She's like, "They're amazing." I was like, "Oh, so it looks like you got a bunch of sauces here, and what sauce should I get? What's your favorite sauce?" And she goes, "I'm not putting sauce on these." I go, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I will bring you some sauce on the side. I will not put sauce on these wings." And I go, "Okay, I need wings, and bring me your 2 favorite sauces on the side." I've been bringing home sauce from the Broken Barrel because I have never put sauce on those wings. They are that good. That is all I've got to say about those wings. Sauceless.
He's happy.
That's always good.
Oh. Did you see that seat?
Oh, it was horrible. There was nothing left to it.
Yeah, he's got, he's trying to make ends meet too, right? So.
Yeah, we've oh, him? Yeah. No, we hook him up whenever we
He's
can.
Ryan. He's pushed it Ryan.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's been around for a while.
He's a good guy. Actually, he
You gonna
got.
save me any of those?
I've only eaten 2.
I'm only joking.
I don't even know if I've made it through 2. I've been working so
Isn't
hard.
that crazy? Like, it just got nuts here.
Always. And that's how it is. Anytime we want to go do something else, it gets busy. Rexy,
Like, we want to have our food. Next thing who's coming in the door
It's like,
now?
oh. I got to keep pushing buttons to see
Dude
what
there
people are
that's
saying.
flying the whole store up. Apparently.
I'm fine with that, though.
Yeah, I don't mind that. All right. I found my.
Dude, I love grapefruit. Let me look up your channel, man. Let me see if there's anything fun. So typically, I like to keep some stuff streaming here at the shop too. So when Spectrum came in and wired up the cable and stuff here, they unplugged my TV. Oops, I gotta mute this so I'm not echoing from myself. Okay, so it's Village Cycle Shop in Cocoa Village. Super cool little shop. I have not updated the website recently. It needs to be updated because we have kind of revamped the entire shop. Got some new owners, and we're changing a bunch of cool stuff around here. We got a bunch of new bikes in the shop, and I was gonna do a tour of the shop, but I decided I'm too hungry to do anything other than eat some chicken. Not my shop, no. I just work here sometimes. Come on, phone. Rotate the right way. There we go. Somebody else just joined us, and I'm going to apologize every time I see somebody come in, but I'm going to continue to eat my chicken wings
All right.
because I'm starving. All right. We also have a pub right next door to us, and I don't drink, but they make some stuff that is referred to as something. I don't know. Grape ape. It's grape soda. It's delicious. I just told my wife to pick up some wings on the way home. Ooh, I've still got wings in my fridge from dinner the other night. I have a bit of a wing addiction. Better eat these before they get too much colder.
Yeah, I know. How you doing? Oh, it's you. How are you? Do you have bike tubes? You got money with you? Last time you guys came in, you had no money.
Yeah, I have a couple dollars.
How many is a couple dollars? And what size tube?
What tube do you need?
26 by 2.10.
Okay. Yeah.
Car tire size valve or a little skinny one?
Like Schrader? Like on the mountain bike?
Yeah, Schrader valve.
How much is it?
They probably.
$6.42. Just the 10. You need one or two?
One.
Just one? All right. Out of 10, would you like a receipt?
Yes.
One, two, and $3.58 coming your way. And give me 1 second, I'll print out the receipt. There you go, man.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, I have a hole in my pocket.
Jingling free money, free money!
Okay, it's in my boot. There you go.
Yeah, man, cool, man. Ben, I will talk to you later. I'll check out your channel if I can click on it from here. I can. Sweet. I can get to your channel from here. I'm going to go check it out. What's funny, Ben, is we've probably met before and you just don't know it yet. Because I know, like, everybody, apparently. Hey, Ben, you got 82 subscribers. I don't do sub for sub people. So Ronnie, his question wasn't too far off. He does like political stuff on his YouTube channel. Not my cup of tea, but I looked. That's what I do. I know I'm being super rude. We should do a tool a day. We can, I don't know what we got for a tool today. What you looking for?
They any good?
They're delicious. I would be eating them faster, but problem is I'll overstuff myself and forget that I've got stuff to do.
You know, it's refrigerated. When did you bring that fryer in?
Oh man, it's the way to go.
The air fryer.
So recently, I was out at the trail riding and somebody suggested I gotta go to Aldi and they've got this little convection glass oven slash air fryer thing. It was like $30 and I went and got one and that's all I use to heat, cook, or otherwise heat up food at the house. It reheats my chicken wings like perfectly. It's like refrying them without cooking them again, which is amazing. An interesting looking channel. Apparently Lego's going out of business in 2030.
Not bad.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Not bad. Good meat on them.
Dude, yeah, man, let me know. I am always down for a trip out to GFT. Yeah, so this little fryer works amazing. I had a convection oven in the house that I used to reheat my wings. That works pretty good. And the other thing that I'll do is I don't know, dude. His channel said something about rest in peace Lego 1932 to 2030. It's one of his videos. A decently put together channel. He's got 70 subscribers. Quite a few videos, decent thumbnails. Too many words. I hate reading. I'm lazy. Looks like it's based around like old kids' toys and some random political stuff. I don't know, his channel confuses me. I must not be smart enough. But reheating in the microwave, I do a long cook time on a low heat. No, it was just one of his videos. I wonder if my other live stream is like telling people I'm gonna be live, but they're waiting for it to happen. Nobody's got bike stuff to do? Nobody goes to Hooters for the wings. I tried to throw that out there. I used to. Sorry, I'm still stuffing my face. It is a very unproductive life stream, I'm just saying. You guys caught me at lunchtime at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
How many followers you got going there? How many followers?
I only got one buddy watching right now. Typically in my videos I tend to assume that people are going to watch them later, which doesn't always happen. But I make the assumption. I got quite a few subscribers from my last live stream. I was a little surprised about that. It was fun though, because all we did was sit around and watch my videos while I sat in the corner of the screen. I'm not actually saying anything. I was enjoying wings there for a minute. Biking with Bobo will be down in Florida soonish, and I'm gonna drag him out to Grapefruit as well. And hopefully not break him like I broke Seth. Maybe he'll listen to me when I tell him more air pressure. Seth broke himself again. Broke his collarbone. I don't know if I can handle Bobo's type of crazy. His persona's just gotten too wild for me. It should be fun though. And I've been told if I broke my collarbone, it would have been healed up by now. But I can do this now. That's new. And that only hurt a little bit. Man, YouTube's algorithm is so crazy. It's gonna pick up the fact that I have System of a Down playing in the background and flag me for it. Ooh, yeah, no, it's I've got a metal plate in my hand which causes me not to actually be able to close my hand. Not fun. Not quite making it in now, there it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm wondering where some of my other normal people are. No, I have like some normals that were like, it's, one of them lives over in Warsaw.
Oh, you mean in another country?
Yeah, he lives over in Warsaw, so it's
God, it's like
nearing the end of the day for him,
yeah.
And then I got another friend that she lives out in California, and she's I don't know what she does. She's almost always on, because she's the one who always wants to talk about the pink shirt. That I'll eventually just have to send her one, because...
From here?
Yeah, we had the one pink shirt that was hanging. She found the one pink shirt that was here.
Well, we got other stuff here for women.
Yeah. She wants to collaborate and do a video with me, but she's like, I wish you lived closer. I'm like, how close I live doesn't matter. We can still figure out how to do some type of a video collaboration together.
There.
So I've got a plan about doing kind of a comparison between mountain biking in Florida and mountain biking in California.
Oh, yeah.
And she'll have all these cool shots, and I'll just have a picture of me riding down the beach. Because I want to do what everybody thinks Florida riding is like.
California, it's freaking warm over there.
Yeah.
Warmer, anyways.
Warmer and
Forest fires and...
that might also be why I haven't been paying attention to what's
Yeah.
going on in California right now.
That's probably it, man.
She may have been fleeing the state.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message her later. I'm like, where have you been? Oh yeah.
She might not have a house.
She might not have a house or cell reception or.
So do you usually center that dot that's in the middle of this?
To start with, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Until I put the bike on the
Yeah,
ground,
then
and
you
then I
sort of-
adjust it from
yes,
there.
okay, yeah.
I mostly just try to make sure they're centered left and right while it's up on the stand, and I can really eyeball it from there.
Yeah.
And then getting the tilt right later, you can do that when it's on the ground. My music went away. We'll see how smart Alexa is today. Oops, I just closed the one app that I need open. get flagged for using Amazon Alexa on YouTube.
That Google Watch was something else. That's crazy.
Yeah, his Apple Watch.
That's nuts. I mean, it's all hooked up to his
Mm-hmm.
card.
So Google also has a
Like,
Android
how
version of the
safe
watch.
is that though, man?
It's actually fairly secure because I can do this. I can do Android Pay with my phone. You have to actually turn on.
Yeah.
Like you go in, you log into. Like for him, you log into Apple Pay and then you scan it, and then it logs you out within a few seconds after it's been scanned. So you have to keep logging in each time to use it. They're fairly secure. They're actually probably more secure than your own credit card.
I would think so. They'd have to be, right?
Yeah. Alexa, play music by Goblins from Mars. Oops. I'm gonna have to do this again. Hold on. I have to connect back to the thing because the other one's on the phone that I'm currently using. So, if you've never worked in a bike shop, you don't know how hard it is to hold on to an Allen wrench. No matter what you do, you drop an Allen wrench at least 15 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. I dropped so many tools today. My hands just aren't working. Oops, that's not what I need to connect to. I don't know, I think I've broken the internet. My phone's still working and you guys are still watching, I think. Probably. I don't know who's here. Whoever is new here, excuse me, I'm continuing to eat my lunch because chicken wings are delicious. I make no apologies for it, I'm just letting you know it's gonna happen. Alexa, play music by Goblins from Mars. Always, dude. Tim, I can never find my 10s. That's why I own so many of them. Oh, because I turned down the music too. I will. I got to get a hold of her, and I'm gonna send her that and a couple stickers and something. I don't know yet. I got to make sure she's not trying to run away from a forest fire or something. I was actually gonna message her. That's what I was doing earlier. Except I closed that window too. Not really good at keeping things open that I need. That was the wrong button. Oh, I got it. Some random memes. Best meme ever. It's, you probably can't see it. Wait, where are you? Hi. Alright, I should probably eat one more wing and go back to work. I'm not sure what I got to work on yet. Baby chicken flesh. Oh yeah, I'll have to. I miss having extra screens. I'll have to look. I'll see if she responds back to me though. See if it's anywhere near where she's at. You know who she is. She's the only moderator I actually have. I have to keep you rowdy 4 people under control. Hello, other person that just joined us. It's the right thing to do, man. It's never the wrong time to eat chicken wings. Hey, there she is. Oh, no, I want food. We were all worried about you. We thought your house was on fire or something. Can't talk about nobody. Should call it the Thursday hangout with Paul and eating chicken wings hour. Dude, it's so smoky up here. But that's how North Carolina was when they were having fires and I was up there. It was just smoky everywhere. But that's good to know that you're far away from there. As much as I love playing with fire, that's a little more fire than I like to play with at one time. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Is California anything like Florida? Like in Florida, we get flooded a lot, so no insurance company really does flood control as part of their insurance. You have to buy separate flood insurance. Is it like that for fire? You have to basically buy insurance for fire. I'm stuffing my face. It's delicious. Pause, that's good.
Oh, this guy's truly, that's all. None of it up here.
Forgot about this.
Oh, okay. I've got another wheel to work on after I'm done stuffing my face, which is last one. One more, just one more. Oops, I'm touching stuff.
Here's another one with one of these plates on it.
Yeah, it's coming off, most likely, if I have to take anything off of
Not
it.
as bad as the other one though.
Okay, so there's probably no broken spokes. It's probably just out of true. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Insurance companies are one, greedy, and two, probably getting fairly overwhelmed at this point. I'd love how an insurance company would tell you, oh, well,
You done?
yeah. I told myself one more, and I'm just going to keep eating one more every time I say that.
We're gonna have a few.
I'm like, what did you do to try to prevent your house from burning down? I sprayed water on the roof? Well, you should have done more. Okay, well, I'm only going to hang around so long until this raging fire takes over everything. Yeah, it's just as bad here for flood damage, and basically have to wait for FEMA to do anything. We have not been running away from forest fires or starting them. I swear. Work and hopefully riding a bike at some point this weekend. I'm still working on some video ideas for our collab. I've got a few that I'm not sure if I want to go silly with the video, or at least silly on my end, or try to show people that Florida is more than sandy beaches and flat mountain biking. Though I feel like that would be a funny video. Every time I compare riding in Florida to California, just take a picture of me riding my bike down the beach. So one of the best ways to learn how to ride your bike good is do it blindfolded. Professional advice. Hey, what's up, Bobby? So I got a collection of people. I'm not apologizing to you for eating in front of you either. I'm eating baby chicken flesh right now. It's delicious. like that's what everybody thinks Florida is just sugar sand and beaches. So it would be funny to do a mountain biking in Florida video, what people think I do and what I actually do. That can be a good video. Just do like that whole meme. Expectation versus reality video. It was drizzling a little bit earlier, so I went and rolled up my windows. What I miss? I'm missing stuff. I gotta check the other phone. But I actually like riding down the beach. As much as people are afraid of it, I take my trek out to the beach all the time. It's actually probably even easier right now because it's actually out beachside. Ooh, yes. Tips to riding your bike faster. Blindfold yourself and oil your brake pads. Brakes only slow you down and waste energy. He'll be known as the guy that gives horrible mountain bike advice on his live streams. I put little disclaimers up. Do not take any of the crap Paul says to heart. All right, who wants to learn how to true a wheel? Okay, then I've got 3 more wings. I'll eat those. Right after I eat 3 more wings, because Steve's done and there's still some left. 3 wings is not enough for bringing it home for a meal. Learn how to true wheels? It's fun, man. And just stay away from sharp objects, because truing wheels will typically lead to you wanting to stab yourself at some point in time. That's my favorite song. What's up, man? I've got a collection of people heading in. Hey, Adventure Biker, where are you located at? Kind of get a feel for where all my people are. Oh yeah, he's out in Orlando. You're Orlando, that's right. Cool, man. Hey, it's good seeing you. We do got to get together and do some filming because I need to pick your brain on your editing stuff. It's all Orlando to me. I'm not from there, so it's all Orlando. Don't ever tell people that live in Orlando that don't actually live in Orlando that they live in Orlando. But no, man, absolutely love your edit from the Halloween Critical Mass ride. It was phenomenal. That is making its way onto my playlist for playing videos at the shop when we get the TV hooked back up. That was actually my goal today, was move it so I can plug it back in. So if you guys are ever in Cocoa Village, Ryan's Pizza is just up the street from or just in the same plaza as the shop. So stop by the shop, say hey, and go check out Ryan's and get some chicken wings or their pizza or garlic parmesan fries, which are phenomenal. And if you get the garlic parm fries, don't order anything else, just eat those. And bring a friend because they will kill you if you try to eat them yourself. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to new videos by you, man. So far, everything that I've watched from you has just been amazing. Your editing style is awesome. Love it. 2 more wings and I'm gonna actually go back to work, I swear. Because then I'm all out now. I have anything else to eat. Redding, California. I have no idea where that actually is. North, south? This is what I was saying, Mount Life Mom, about the second screen. So that way I can actually read comments as they come in. It makes life a whole lot easier. You can actually tap your screen and hit the comments button and it'll pop up a list as well. But this is easier. I think eating after I reply to a comment's easier because it gives you time to talk back. Their sauce is actually really good. I'm gonna shamelessly plug Ryan's right now. Their phone number is backwards. 321-634-5555 for Ryan's Pizza. The last chicken wing. It's going in. I'm having technical difficulties. Ryan's Pizza's chicken wings. And that is what's for lunch at almost 4 o'clock. I got lunch just before I started this live stream at 2:30. I started eating lunch at sometime after 3:30. Because as soon as I walked back with food, the shop got busy. Which is always the case. Yeah, go ahead. It's gonna get loud for a second. We gotta turn the compressor on. Village Cycle Shop in Cocoa Village, Florida. We are in downtown Cocoa Village, just across the street from the park, and the same plaza as the Village Idiot Pub and Ryan's Pizza, and a few other things, but those are the notable things. I think I scared off some people. Alright, almost done, then we're gonna go through a wheel. Oh, the trash cans aren't so. Sometimes I have the trash cans across the street, so when I do food, I take it over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Just dump it in there, I'll throw it in.
Perfect. All right, we're gonna go back to work, and you can come hang out with us there. Oh, I gotta open this back up. I missed this. Hey, yeah, man. I'm here on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but if you're heading out this way and you're gonna ride, message me somehow. I don't know the best way to do that. I can Instagram is easy, or pedalingwithpaul@gmail.com, and let me know if you're gonna come out this way. If I'm somewhere, because I'm kind of between here. My other job is just up the road from the shop here, so you got to kind of pass by me one way or the other. I'm out of purple. You're gonna have to go drink apple juice or something healthy for me. Healthier for me. This is delicious though. To the wheel truing stand. So there's some funky reflections happening, and that's because I still have cracked screen. So that night after the Halloween critical mass, I dropped my phone under my car just before I left, and then I ran it over, so the screen's a little bit cracked. Alright, I can't tell you how floppy this thing is because it's got a floppy tire on it, and a floppy dork disc, but yeah, a little soft. Definitely some spokes out of tension. I will try to be there. I don't know for sure. It kind of depends on what gas prices are doing. Because I'm cheap and I'm broke, it's a long drive. Come on, camera. Rotate. Oops, there we go. This poor gimbal gets abused by me. Step 1, apply some type of lubricant to your spoke nipples before you start trying to true, depending on how old the wheel is, but if there's any type of corrosion or anything on the wheel, then you definitely want to do that. And actually, yes, do that first. Easiest thing to do, find a point where you remember, so valve, and then just start dripping some lube around. And hide behind the wheel for a second. Alright, excuse me 1 second. What was I looking for? Juicy juice. I missed what you said, so let me read it real quick. Pedal my bike from Coco. No. It's usually the mountain bike that so no. My phone died walking home. Well, if your phone died, how are you on here watching and talking to us? You confuse me. Alright. This thing's a little wobbly. Let's see if I can angle it down. That's who left us. Lady with the died phone. Try not to smack my phone on a tire. So that's what I'm working with for a wheel right now. Still drifting. Oops. Stop it, gimbal. There's my gimbal handle. So one of the other things I want to do is this wheel's got a bit of play in it. So I need to adjust the hub first, because if I'm adjusting it and I touch it and move it, it will show that it's out of whack. So we're going to adjust first. It's like not even finger tight. Like I can. That's how loose it is.
Hello, friends.
Hey, you're back. What'd you do? What'd you do?
What am I here for?
I need the pump.
It's probably around 40 psi.
Gotta be 4 o'clock, gotta be 4 o'clock if you're here.
I'm sorry, sir. We now charge
Yep.
45 cents per stroke of the pump handle.
Oh, that doesn't even sound right. I tried to handle that anyway.
Well, how many times you have to pump that and tell me how much you would have owed me?
Too many times that.
Too many times. That is the correct answer.
I'm curious about what the damn thing's PSI is. It held up pretty good instead of just being flat and one.
Okay.
I can tell this is what it was. I'm trying to gauge. So there's 20.
I'm doing petitions already. We start the day after.
Yes.
So,
No,
anyway, I don't know
baby.
if you'd be interested, but I have one for the regulation of energy and one for the regulation of marijuana.
Are they letting me smoke marijuana? Is that the regulation?
Well, they want to make it, so it's easier to use. It's basically what.
Easier is good, because I hate having to sneak around for it.
Well, that's what they do. They want to regulate it like alcohol.
I don't want that.
Well,
It's like Canada, right?
well, yeah, or Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, you have to just be a registered voter in Brevard County, that's all.
Oh, well, that's easy.
So I don't know if you'd be interested or not, but
I'm good right now.
Yeah, I got way too much to even move more than 5 feet right now.
but I thank you for your time. That never hurts to ask.
It does not.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have more. I'll be back. Not right yet, but I will. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Apparently somebody wants to gauge my marijuana usage. I mean, apparently somebody wants to gauge people that use marijuana.
Yeah.
I can neither confirm nor deny. These are not the droids you were looking for.
Lost 25 psi in the back tire alone since the time I was here. That means that new inner tubes are going to be really important going forward.
Yeah. That's not horribly bad.
Yeah, I thought it might be worse than that, and I'm glad it isn't, but still, geez.
How far are you riding?
Oh, I'm just going over to, you know where the Save-A-Lot is in Krakow?
Mm-hmm.
I live right over there. So I'm not even really pedaling around on this thing right now. Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of pedaling next week. And probably without very much air pressure, but I'm going to go make my money now. So did you place the order for those special thick tire inner tubes or whatever?
They are on my list to be ordered
Good,
soon.
We're
okay.
not gonna order anything until
You have a...
a bit of security on that, right?
They're those tubes now.
Oh, I thought he wanted tires.
No, just the inner tubes.
Just the tubes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got tires here.
He's already got tires.
Yeah, we got tires here for that. Yeah, no, it's just the inner tubes on that one.
Okay, if it's on the to-do list or whatever.
Yep, it is on my order that will be happening either tomorrow or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow.
Wow, the front one's even worse. It went down to 30 from 60.
Oh wow.
And that's the one that had, like I was turning on the front tire and I felt like it was going to fall over.
Oof. Yep, that's pretty low, man. This wheel has got some issues. So we are at the point of.
Worse than the other one.
It is because the tension is so bad on it. I'm gonna have to go do it the hard way. So some of these spokes are really loose, and the ones that are really loose are actually the ones that I need to adjust and loosen, but they're already loose, so like this one's nice and loose. And the ones that I need to tighten are already ridiculously, like this one I'm kind of SOL on. Poor old wheel. It's a 26, I'll sell them one cheap. I've got one at the house probably. Oh, nope, my brother has that one. Nope, that's the front wheel. I don't know, I've got a bunch of old 26 parts at the house still. There you go, man.
Thanks. I
You're welcome.
apologize for being an air pump for it, but I don't know your name, but you're good to know me and to see that I'm actually a reliable type of customer when I've got a little money. And it's coming, so we'll be doing business soon.
Hey, as long as you're not making me do the air pumping, I'm not in a big deal for it. Nope, that sounds like you actually have a full leak now.
Flat now. Take the valve out of there?
It probably cut the valve.
Yeah.
Woo! This one's done. That's a shame.
Where's it leaking from?
Oh, I'm finished. I'm not from my little bicycle.
Where's the valve?
Oh, it's coming from right over here for some reason.
Yeah, he ripped out the,
Oh, seriously?
tube.
Wow, that sucks.
So-
Guess I'll be walking.
So-
Unless I have a little emergency money with this.
This is gonna be kind of in a pinch since one of these is not.
Probably use, we got one that probably works.
It's $6, $7, $8. It's my last one.
Well, I've got this tube, which it's a road tube. It will stretch to fit that, and you can have this one.
I will not complain.
So, just as a quick demonstration, it looks small, right?
Why does my wife hate me when I'm poor?
Yeah, you know.
Why am I always so unlucky? It's like when you've got it, you've got it, and when you don't, there are veins in your pores.
Come on.
Sick.
Do pump
Might need some, might need the compressor
Oh, I see what you mean
it.
now.
So it will pump up pretty big. It is not a great solution, but it is a free solution.
on there.
Yeah! I'll take you up on that for sure.
There you go.
Sorry about this, guys. I can't believe this. I don't know what the hell's going on. My luck's
So
just
I will I'll take your money for it.
I'd rather go with $2 than have to play around with all that.
That easy to put out?
I had it on Thursday. Anyway, thanks for the assist in this situation.
Always.
What a shitty. Oh well. What's wrong with you?
Come on.
Gosh.
Things could be worse.
Yeah.
You guys want to see the bodge of the Century? It's gonna be awesome. We are putting a 700C road tube in a 29er 2-point some odd bike. Missing some tools. You got the?
Probably over here.
Nope. I think I need the 15 anyway. Nope, we're good. I got it.
And I used to worry about putting 26-inch inner tubes into 24s.
No, you can do that. You can go the other way too. You can put 26 and a 29 if you need to.
That's awesome. I didn't even. I never.
Takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of stretching, but it'll work.
Oh, okay.
You have to be, so you really just have to be really careful when you do it, because you have to stretch it and you have to do it with very little air. So you stretch it around, you get the tire on very carefully, and you kind of make sure the tube's stuck into the tire good, and then once you inflate it, it'll be okay. But you have to be very careful before then.
That happened when I was taking the stem off. I hate pain. That happens so often.
Well, we'll get you right again, don't worry.
Thanks. I know I seem like a weak player right now. I always like this.
Hey man,
Yeah.
life happens, man.
It sucks, man. It's humiliating. It's awful.
Trust me, man, I was having a really good day. Did an entire 10-mile bike ride holding this phone in my hand through downtown Orlando, being obnoxious and doing silly things. Get back to my car, get ready to leave to come home. Get halfway down Highway 50, can't figure out where my phone is. Drive back, I dropped it under my car somehow and ran it over. My life wasn't that bad because when I got back to where I parked the car, the phone was still there.
Yeah, it looks
Face,
like it works.
face down, and it does still work.
It's not as bad as a tire.
Yes.
embarrassment.
It's no, I'm really shocked that it's still working at all. I was expecting it to be completely
I
destroyed.
guess you bought a good phone, huh?
I did, and actually that was a warranted replacement for my other phone that I destroyed. I've destroyed more phones in a few years than I've ever destroyed in like my entire lifetime of owning phones. This is, and sad to say, this is not the first phone I've run over with a car. I ran over what did I have? I had a, who made the Razor? Motorola.
Yeah,
So I had a Motorola Razor
I remember those.
Oh, I remember those.
that I was at work one day and I was working on a car and was underneath it and I got up to go move it and didn't realize my phone had fallen out of my pocket.
We think it tore at the stem. That's where the air was coming out of.
That may be the case, but let's double check because just in case.
Sure.
And air is free.
Why isn't this?
It's not hissing.
What the hell? What the heck? It doesn't make sense. It was gushing out like a broken fire.
It
hydrant.
was gushing out.
Does it work? What?
No, it's there.
Okay.
It's definitely leaking.
I mean, it was leaky already anyway. It was down to just under 30 when I got here.
No, there's definitely a hole in it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so it's separated, the valve's separated from the inside.
It did.
Yep.
Just give me, brother. Is that the one that you're using?
That's what I was gonna use.
Just give him one. Yeah.
He'll be back.
I think he'll be back.
He'll be back.
Of course I will.
Yeah, just give him one.
You'll be back.
He'll be
And I
back.
kinda wanted to see if it was gonna work.
Well, thank you. What's your name? I know you did this.
That's Steve, he is the
Steve.
new owner.
Yeah, Steve and Eva.
Steve and Eva.
All right, I'll remember it.
We kinda liked them. They fed us chicken wings today, so we have to like them. This might be today's tool of the day, because this is awesome.
Yeah.
It needs air again, but I'm too lazy and it's too loud and I don't feel like turning it on. I gotta check with Rod, see if he's got any 29er wheels that he doesn't need anymore, tires he doesn't need anymore.
Oh, I intend to be a patron. It's
I know.
just that I'm having a rough spot.
Oh, that's fine. Like I said, I would, here's the thing, I would rather let somebody like you who occasionally has rough spots and needs it, use stuff that people like the guys that I hang out with, they're like, oh, well, I put a few 100 miles on, the tread's getting a little worn out, so I'm just gonna go buy new tires.
Well,
Right.
we even have people come in here that the tires aren't that bad, and we want them replaced.
Yeah. So
There's stuff like that, that you might be able to.
I would rather have somebody using it than just throw it out. I hate throwing stuff out that's still
But
used.
if it's salvageable, then we'll keep it.
Perfect. Well then, I'll just talk with you guys as
Yeah, just let us
things
know.
progress.
Phone
And,
abuse.
do what I can in the meantime.
Horrible phone abuse, man. I'm super sad and I want to get it fixed, but I got to figure out what's going on with the insurance on the phone.
Well, I'm grateful. Thanks. Steve.
There's 40 psi in here.
40.
That's all my pump can handle.
Oh, okay.
So if you'd like more, you'll have
I
to
could
put
just
more
put
in.
a little extra in it. It
Um,
goes up to around 60.
I would probably not go any higher than 40 unless you need to.
Well, they're really amazing. They can say
Just because of how bald the tire is, with a little bit less pressure, you're less likely to get punctures. By a little bit.
But I ride really, really fast.
It's up to you, man.
Alright. As long as I don't rip the thing again. Can your pump do it, or you said it won't go past 40?
I don't have enough pressure in there right now to
Oh,
go any
okay,
higher
I
than
gotcha.
40. It's kind of it's at 40 psi inside the.
It's no big deal. The air pumps right here. I'll just put 20
Nice
extra.
poor wheel. Let me find my wrench that I had earlier.
Oh, there.
Not this one, not this one, but this one. Not all tires can do 100, man. My road tires are like 110. I don't know what my advice was, but hopefully it's good. I don't always give good advice. Do none of your brakes work again?
Oh, never mind that. I'm working with what I got. What can I say?
I'm going to continue with my advice that brakes only slow you down.
How charitable are you feeling? This is my only 5.
I'm feeling that terrible today.
Wow.
Come back when you got money again.
You're
You
back
got
in
it.
order.
Yeah, money next time. Thanks, guys. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
what you did.
Alright,
I'm not gonna take somebody's last $5.
you have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'll try it out for you. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I'm giving it 60. I just put a little bit of weight on it, and it's like I'm never be able to make my quick turns.
Fine.
I'll be
You know where the
extra
pump is, just don't break it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I just did all that hard work. Got my hands dirty.
I'll be extra careful.
I know there's a phone here somewhere. Good afternoon, Village Cycle Shop. Hello?
Nobody there. No marker.
Give me 1 second, Bob. Let me. Got my hands a little dirty. Which bike was that? So I don't have to touch too much. The red Cannondale. No, not done yet. I think Jason's going to be working on that tomorrow, I believe. But we will definitely give you a call when it's done. All right, you're welcome. What's going on with red Cannondale?
Music tune up.
Okay, Jason can do
And these guys fix the computer wire. Flicking. Feeling something. Underload.
Yeah. Needs to be diagnosed and yeah. My name's Bob. I'm calling. My name's Bob. Oil those brake pads.
Well, this is one way to
Good?
Yes.
Yeah, good?
This is certainly one way to begin establishing credit. I'll come
Thank
through for you
you.
guys and give you some
Well,
mercy.
I know you'll be back. You want
Just
me to
man
go?
up and run no brakes at
I
all.
know, it's like my thing.
All right. I
All right, you take
completely
care.
forgot where I
Thanks
was
a lot,
on this
man.
project.
We're
I've
here to
lost
help.
tools.
I appreciate it. I'll return the favor later.
All right. Oh, there it is. And he will too. He'll be back and he'll buy a bunch of stuff.
dude will tell you.
Brakes are a crutch. Love it. That's my feelings on brakes.
Music, we need music.
We do. I'm trying to get it to work. It disconnected somehow from something.
See if they got Steely Dan on there somewhere.
Steely Dan.
Come on.
You think I am ancient?
Nope.
Gorilla's radio
It's the
works.
80s.
Gorilla's
You gotta
radio.
remember, you're working with a 56-year-old here, okay? Yeah.
Well, I'm picking on you a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gorilla's radio is currently up.
No, I want Gorillas. I want your stuff, but can't you search for stuff on there?
I can.
Sure you can.
I'm just wondering why it's not casting. All right, it's working now.
We need you, dude, will tell you. Guess we didn't use that ranch.
No, but I'll,
I don't like all that. I can't. Take all the cream anyways.
Good afternoon, Village Cycle Shop. Jason is not in today. Okay, what was the time frame that he'd given you tomorrow? Okay, so what I'll do is I will leave him a note and have him give you a call first thing in the morning and make sure everything's good to go still. Does that work? All right. I'll talk to you. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Jason was having a trike brought in to have some bushings replaced tomorrow in the morning because the gentleman is got a doctor's appointment here in the village. So it's the easiest time for him to bring it in.
What's that guy's name?
I can't remember.
Burley,
McNevin.
Burley guy, he's a big
Yeah.
guy, yeah, I don't like. He was supposed to come in last week.
I can't keep track anymore. Rules are meant to be broken. I can't keep up with you guys. I have to actually work. Speaking of brakes, re-brakes. Huh? Cantilever brakes and V brakes were usually kind of standard on some forks where you could interchange the two. That's why there's extra holes. I think that's what you're saying. For the spring. That too. I like that. Oh, so the extra holes for the spring tension, I have had to use those in the past as the springs start to get worn out. You can make them either stronger or lighter depending on the spring. Now I know what you're saying. I still doubt that any of you will ever just randomly call me while I'm on one of my live streams. It's going to happen one of these days, and I'm going to get a kick out of it. Alright, I forgot where I was earlier with detensioning this stupid thing. Going to replace my brakes. Blocks of cheese. So, GMBN did an episode where they replaced Blake's grips with blocks of cheese. It was a horrible plan. And I haven't watched it, and it should be hilarious. Okay, that spoke is, nipple is toast. Can't do anything with that. We're sorry we cannot play this content on your device. That's fine. That's not what I need open anyway. I need to keep YouTube open so I can keep an eye on you guys. Yeah, seriously. Because he did another episode where apparently they forgot to clean the inside of his bars, and he was riding and there was a very pungent smell coming from his bike, and yeah, it was it was entertaining to say the least. Alright, so we're currently detensioning this wheel to make it workable, because right now that is a big problem. Whereas things are not working as nicely as they should. There we go. Floppy spokes is what I want. I need all my spokes to be floppy. Because it's wobbly, it goes womp 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 as I'm spinning it. So to true a wheel, you not only want it to spin in a straight line and not do things like that, you also want to make sure that they don't have little bumps in them. So the hoop of the wheel is not technically round or straight. So spoke tension is what gives the wheel strength, and truing is what makes sure that it is centered over the hub. So the wheel spins in a straight line both around and from left to right, so you don't get this motion. And that is why we true wheels. Over time, spokes get worn out, and wow, I've only got 15% power. Like your stupid wheel, yes. I am hoping that I can manage to get my phone plugged in. The battery is close to dead. We're going to hang on just a minute. Phone's going to do weird things. Oops. Death wobble is bad, yes. Death wobble. I gotta rotate my phone again. So I think for now, we're just going to prop the phone in some spokes over here.
I was wondering if you guys might have carried any like electric scooters.
Nope.
How much would it be to tune up a bike? $50.
Yeah, for basic tune-up.
Basic. Okay. On that one? Well, I've got a few bikes that need to get tuned up. I've actually never even had this bike tuned up since I've gotten it. I mean, it rides fine. Yeah. But I rarely ride it, so. Okay. But I do have some other like mountain bike and stuff that probably need to get tuned up. So.
Okay. And typically we do a bit of a prorate on a tune-up as well. So if it comes in and I don't have to do anything more than just make sure it's shifting good, I'm not going to charge you a full $50 to do that.
Okay.
You know, if I've got to go through all the checklist and make sure everything is done and adjust things, then yeah. But if I'm putting some air in your tires and doing a quick adjustment on the brakes, I'm not charging you $50 to do that.
Okay.
All right, we're getting there. I've had a death wobble since 1999. I'll tune it for half the price, though. I don't know. If you're learning from your shop, I saw that cassette. All right, we've got almost all the floppy spokes we need. We are almost back to the valve. I'm picking on you, I swear. I want to pick on my people because I love my people. It's fine. Just make it a single speed. Warm it up, make it a single speed. Alright, I've got floppy spokes. So now it's the fun part where I go back in and work my way around and add a little bit of tension until I get some decent tension on the spokes. And I'm actually going to start where I have to do this because just because this is important. I swear it's not completely inappropriate at all. It's gonna get fuzzy in here for a second. So I'm gonna show you our sticker. There's our sticker. Just saying. I love that sticker though. You'll have to rewind it if you missed it. Alright, I gotta plug my phone back in because I'm at less than 15% battery. Hey dude. Yeah. Alright, so back to doing work things. I do have one. Trust me, I'm a bike mechanic. I even have some stuff from Shimano. I'm working on it, but I only had one ordered. Give me a second here. Still less than 15%. 14%, even lower. Go away. Not you guys. You guys can stay. I need to switch. So, I am a certified Shimano wheel and hub technician. So, just saying. Don't ask how I got that, it's way easier than it looks. Alright, we are plugged back in and back to the wheel. Stop distracting me, I'm trying to work. I don't get paid enough to care. Alright, so I'm going to add some. You're too much. One turn. One turn. One turn. Oh, look at that. It's already a little straighter than it was. One, two, three, four. One turn. One turn. One turn. This one I can't do too much with. That's probably it. And this one. I need some actual tension on it. Tension. Tension. I saw some of that. Let me read it real quick. So with basically chain rings and single speed stuff, no, the bolts do not actually center it. If you want to get really precise about it, you find that tight spot and you loosen up the chainring bolts just a little bit until it shifts a bit. But it's also the free wheel, whatever you want to, your rear is. Basically, the rears aren't perfectly round either, which is why you get different tension in different positions as you pedal through the pedal stroke. Imprecise engineering and roundness of things will give you that problem. I read another comment on here. So improper wheel spoke tension is part of the reason that wheels can taco. Typically, if you can do this with your spokes with very little effort, that means you do not have enough tension. Park Tools has a chart. And, all right, tool of the day. Tool of the day is going to happen. Since we're over here, today's tool of the day is the Park Tools TM1. This is the spoke tension gauge. On here, there's a bunch of numbers across the top, which are difficult to see due to lighting. And down here, there is a little pin that moves up. And the way this tool works, you squeeze the handle, put two of the pins underneath the spoke, the third pin on top, and you release the handle. Wherever the number goes tells you how much tension is on the spoke. This spoke has 0 tension because I haven't tensioned it yet. It is floppy. This spoke, however, has a tension number of 15, which that's what that chart is for. You pull out the chart and it tells you what this means. So that is today's tool of the day. Somebody remind me later at the 2-hour, 7-minute mark is when I did tool of the day, and to put the link for that in the description later. Guys are seriously distracting me from my work. One turn, half turns. Wheel truing is a black art. witches, warlocks, and wizards and fairies all know how to true wheels. One turn. One turn. I am neither nor all of those things. That is absolutely an awesome tool, by the way. And we spin again. So each time we spin, and it's hard to see on here, but there is a little handle down here and some calipers that I turn the handle to advance the calipers closer to the rim. So part of that is, one, it's a flat tire, so it's a little hard to tell exactly if on the screen, but yes, this is probably an example of a wheel that can be trued one more time before it's time for a new wheel, or at least a new rim and new spokes. If you have a decent hub, it's typically worth replacing the rim and the spokes and the spoke nipples. If your hub is like this, it's a stock hub, it's not normally worth rebuilding the wheel. It's going to cost you more money to rebuild it than it will to either custom build a wheel or buy a pre-built wheel. So now, yes, this is a perfectly good example of a bad wheel. Yes, it is a 26-inch wheel. Probably, I'm pretty sure. One turn tight. That one's pretty snug already. And one turn tight. Getting closer. Alright, so rub on the left side here. Half turn. Half turn. And half turn. Yes, it definitely spent some time outdoors, and it's got a formula hub, so it is most likely a bike from a bike shop at least. It's not complete junk. Yes, 29-inch wheels typically will have more issues of coming out of true than a 26-inch or smaller wheel will, depending on how it's being ridden. But generally speaking, if I took a 29-inch wheel and a 26-inch wheel and put the same rider on it in the same riding conditions, the 29-inch wheel will be most likely to come out of true before the 26. Yeah, that dark disc is half tempted to just cut that thing off. So the sad part is I'm getting it pretty close to true, but I still have spokes that have no tension at all. So in my honest opinion, the check time between the two wheels is exactly the same every time I ride my bike. Every time I go for a ride, I will quite literally, before a ride, go through and grab the paired spokes and just run through and give them a quick squeeze, make sure there's nothing broken, make sure they still feel pretty tight, and I go on from there. Yes, so when we're talking about wheel size, we're talking about the diameter of the tire that is going on the wheel. The actual wheel itself is slightly smaller most of the time. Not actually a stupid question, that is actually a very good question. Science. So 700C road wheels are exactly the same diameter as a 29-inch mountain bike wheel. Alright, so now that we're getting pretty close to having the wheel pretty straight, we're going to go through and add some tension to all of these spokes. So we're going to open the calipers back up, we're going to go around again and just wind everything till it feels like it's got a bit of tension, starting at the valve. So this one's loose, like finger loose. And there's some tension. That's tight. That's super loose. And we've got some tension again. I give a quarter turn. That's kind of tight. This one feels like it should be pretty loose. It is. So wheel truing is if you ever run across like a kind of junky wheel, if the rim strip is bad or cheap or there isn't one, yes, it can tear the tube and you would get a puncture from it. If it's got a decent rim strip, then it shouldn't make too big of a deal as long as you don't have to do it too many times. But yeah, when I first started truing wheels, I always took the tire off. But now I don't do that anymore. Getting some tension all the way around. Anything that's got some tension, I'm giving it a quarter turn. If it feels tight, I'm going to leave it alone. And as you work your way around, as you tension one side, it pulls everything. So one spoke that had less tension than the other is going to get more tension as you adjust the other spokes on the opposite side, basically. So that's why you don't want to go too crazy with your initial tensioning. But we're getting close. We're getting there. We'll see how this wheel comes out when it's all said and done. See if I can get it pretty close to straight. So these are probably in pretty good shape. It should require a bit of force to squeeze them, or you squeeze the opposite ones. They should have a little bit of deflection versus something like these. These move a lot, whereas these move a lot. So these are moving quite a bit, and these are not. I'm using the same force on them. And these move about half as much, if not a little bit less. It's really hard to kind of show. It's one of those things, it should require a little bit of force. You should put a little bit of pressure on your fingers. It should feel like it's digging into your fingers a little bit if it's got some good tension. You will know if a wheel is really out of tension because it's soft and springy. If there's any good resistance to it, then it's probably okay. I should start my live streams later in the day. That's when everybody started showing up. I don't know why I started with 2:30. It just happened to be what time I usually started live stream. I guess it's right around when I normally eat lunch. That might change over time. It shall evolve. Yeah, just go through and you know, give them a little bit of squeeze. If they feel like they're tight, you'll know. They'll feel tight. All right, we are back to the death wobble again. Looks like just one really bad spot. Come on. We are getting closer. One half turn. One half turn. Dude, you just don't know. It's irritating to watch or when it makes a sound. When it goes. Wee! Wee! The reason we call him a dork disc. Some of these spoke nipples are starting to go bad. Let me at it. I did another wheel today where I did actually just leave it off because I wasn't messing with trying to put the thing back on. now at the point where the tension is ridiculously high. Like I can't even squeeze these anymore. And I've still got some pretty bad wobble. Stick a fork in it. It's pretty much that's where it's at. I will do my best to get it as good as possible. And try to pull the rim over to one side a little bit more. Change the points where the tension's higher. Oops. But it may just be time. Tortuga. Not looking good. Huh. Getting close. Pulling some of that magic out of my hat. I'm still going. I'm not sure what's going on. Anybody still watching that can hear? Gotta check the other thing. Oh, we're so close. Looks like I'm still going. Let's see where it's at. Still doing stuff. So it is almost straight. It is not round anymore, but it is almost straight. We're gonna work on it a bit more, but definitely getting way closer. There's a high spot here. There I am. I'm still here. We're getting really close on this thing. I've lost some of the roundness to it, which I expected because it was pretty bad. But we're straight again. Like, it's still a little bit out, but I mean, we're about as close as we're ever gonna get with this thing. The spoke tension is toast. I am going to call that as good as it's gonna get. I would have loved to have gotten it perfect, but you can only do so much when you're starting with a pretty bad wheel. You like the goat? The goat's hilarious. I got a kick out of the goat. I don't know how dead my battery is. Oh, I'm at 15%. So we may move over to the computer. And plug in over there. What do you guys think? Any other questions for the day? We are running towards the 5 o'clock hour, which I am thankful that you guys have been hanging out for the last 2.5 hours. That is awesome. Love you guys for that. I am now going to unplug this momentarily and watch my phone go, your battery's dying. I know, that's why I had it plugged in. And we're going to walk over to the pooter and see if I can find a way to prop my phone up over here while it's plugged in and charging. I'm going to throw it on a short plug here for more juice. Yeah. So I worked on one earlier today. Thanks, Bobby. Ronnie, one of you. Ronnie. Thanks, Ron. Oops. I needed my phone there. My phone was holding up my phone. Oops, my camera's over there. I can't use those. What am I gonna do? All right, my shoulder is absolutely done for the day. I don't know if I can do anything else in my shoulder. I should probably go get some ice to put on it. Don't drop us. I only dropped you a little. I needed everybody to feel my pain. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Only a little bit sore today.
Yeah, you drive yesterday?
No, I'm just hurting from working today and yesterday.
I got a question mainly.
I have an answer mainly.
I've got a bicycle, I'm going for a friend, and I've got some, it's 26 inch.
Okay.
I found some tires, that are 23, 1 3/8.
Those will not fit. They might.
26, 1 3/8, those won't fit.
20. No, anything that's got the that's got a fraction instead of a decimal point is actually a completely different size. I made the mistake of ordering some of those ones because I found them for really cheap, and they were way different size.
Okay.
So
My question was what tubes, because the only tubes that I have are like 26 inch for anything from 1.75 up to 2.25.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking they would be too fat, but if
No,
tires aren't gonna work, be too fat, but if
No,
tires aren't gonna work.
yeah, those tires will most likely not work.
Okay.
Anything fractionized is a European standard, and it's completely different rim size altogether.
Okay. Well, boogity,
I have cheap 26-inch tires here,
how cheap you got?
like $20 each. Talking like mountain bikey-ish.
Yeah, well, it's a mountain bike, but she's gonna ride it more on the road.
Let me show you what I've got.
These are, I looked, these are normally like 20 to 25 bucks, depending on where you get them, but they're on sale in good years. I think I have one here that's that random size, even something like this would be so much better. I think that it is. So, what is the deal with Shrine? I see these tires advertising, they say only for Shrine, do they do their own sizing?
They may, but it's not really. So probably this more of a road-ish tire.
Like something like this.
So tire width is less of the issue, it's more the tread pattern that's on there. So you could, I've got some road slicks on my 26-inch, not that that's on one of them. But it's more about what you've got on the tread. I've got 2.4 that's got kind of this tread pattern where it's blocky all the way around. Yeah. And it rides just as easily as my road bike does on the road. So really it's kind of, you want to go Aaron, you know, mostly.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, looking at tires today.
Yeah, this will be 65. So something like this could work if you want to go that route and you have ease and stock.
Let me see what I can get.
Okay.
She's she had breast cancer, and she just had surgery, had it removed, they got her to the radiation treatment. And the doctor told she got a beach cruiser, she'd been riding some, and the doctor told they want you to ride 20 minutes a day for at least 5 days a week.
So
And I'm trying to give her something a little more roadworthy.
we can also do, I can get a hold of, and I'm going to look them up now. Some, like I said, they're road slicks that are 26-inch. I just got to figure out who has them.
And then afterthought,
and they're probably about 1 inch, so they're about as wide as a road
So
tire.
what kind of problems am I gonna get into if the rim is too wide?
It's very unlikely that the rim is going to be too wide in the
Okay.
26.
It's, like, it's just it's a low end
Okay.
mountain bike.
Yeah, it's
Rear cassettes, loose ball, that kind of stuff.
gotcha. So it is almost completely unlikely that you'll run into the issue of the rim being too wide.
Okay,
So I can fit a tire that is the same width as the rim on any rim. So if I've got a 2-inch wide rim, I can easily fit a 2-inch wide tire on it. I can probably get a 1.8 on there without any issues as
Okay.
well. So I want to see if,
I'm trying to get her enthused and get her into road cycle. Her budget right now.
so yeah, I could do something like this, and
Yeah.
there's more out there like this, and this is a 26 by 1.5. So it's
Okay.
wider than like a road tire, so it gives people a little bit more confidence, a little bit more comfortable to ride,
Yeah.
without the headache of dealing with knobby tires. And those are like $20 each.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look through here. I may throw a couple on an order anyway, kind of in that price point, but something that's basically smooth with a little bit of tread pattern to it.
Well, like, she's got a beach cruiser, so if she wants to go far around on fat tires, she's got
Right.
a single speed beach cruiser. She came down here and rode with me on one of my bikes and just on River Road. She's over in St. Cloud, and it's flat. Everywhere she
Everywhere.
rides, it's flat.
Right. So beach.
Not that it's hilly here, but we go down River Road, and she's like, ooh, you got hills.
It's good.
So she rode her mountain bike one time and then said something about, well, you got gears. So next time we rode, I let her ride one of my other bikes. And she's like, oh, this is nice being able to shift and stuff.
It is absolutely nice having gears.
So, like I say, I'm trying to get her mindset. It's like she looks at skinny wheels and says, oh, I could never ride that. Well, yeah, you can.
Right. So that
You know,
that-
you're not going down a dirt road.
So that's why I want to look for something that's definitely a little bit on the slightly wider side, but just ditch all tread altogether.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying.
Okay.
Like I say, I think what I'm getting, it looked like it'd be a good compromise, but if they don't fit, they don't do any good.
Yeah, they're not. Those
So
will
then,
not fit.
then what would those tires fit on? You say European, it's a European
It's.
size.
I've had to look it up a few times. It fits on. It's not a standard 26-inch rim. It's a 26-inch fraction rim, which I don't know the actual measurements of it. Yes.
I didn't think about that. I saw so many that say a fit any 26-inch rim, and
Yeah, and it's.
I didn't even think about the, having a fraction size instead of decimal.
Right, and that's where, because I thought the same thing. I'm like, 26 is 26. It's 26 by 1.5. That should be the same thing as 26 by 1.5, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay. I like this rack. Got a bunch of bikes.
So really, there's actually like a second number that we typically use here, and it's just whole numbers, and that tells you the rim size as well as the width size. It's like on the tube, we look at like a standard road tube, 700 by 23. We'll look at these numbers, which it's going to be 622 by 630, and that tells us how the diameter of the tire, and this will tell us the width of the tire. So
Now,
23
on
by
motorcycle
25.
tires, they do three numbers. They do the width.
Yep, diameter, sidewall height, and width of the tire.
Right, and the sidewall height, whatever number that is
It's a
not an
percentage.
actual, yeah.
It's a percentage of the width of, or the diameter
Of the width.
yes, of the width.
The diameter is
The
always.
diameter is always
18 to
diameter,
19
so
to 20,
it's the
whatever.
same thing with car tires. So car tires like 235, 45, 15s. It's that 45 is the percentage of how wide the tire is. as that's how tall your sidewall is. You guys are getting all kinds of education today.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I will.
Supposed to have them tomorrow, I'll look at them.
Okay. So if they don't fit, which Sheldon Brown says they shouldn't. Is that rain? We will. I'm going to be doing this order soon, so I might squeeze some in there because they're inexpensive tires to go with to start. And if they work for you and you want them, we'll have them here for you. And if you don't, then I'll have them here for somebody else who wants to convert their mountain bike, their old mountain bike to a road bike.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I'm hoping she gets enthused with having gears and skinny tires and
Yeah.
sees how, much further she can go or how much less input she needs to go.
Compared to, right, the beach cruiser.
Yeah.
Of course, I got smart people here. Aspect ratios. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm getting educated by the people I'm educating. One of the guys that follows me, he's a cyclist as well, but he's a car guy, so he's got me on that one.
All right, thanks for the info.
You are welcome.
We'll see ya.
See ya. So we're going to, if we have any, of course Florida doesn't have any. I'm kind of looking for a semi-slick or a slick 26-inch road tire, basically.
Oh.
He's got a friend and he's got a 26-inch mountain bike that he just wants to put basically slick tires on for now. These K West are probably going to be what it is. I like the K West. That's what's going to happen. What's up, 4 people? Yeah, the Sunlight K West or the Kenda K West. I don't know why it's Kenda. Kenda makes them.
Well, he just wants a generic tire.
Yeah, just something basic to put on there, just to help a friend out. They're $20 or $20 retail tires. So.
What do we got back here though?
I've got nothing that is quite right for what he's looking for.
26, no?
Yeah, not in a 26. Now, if you had an old 29er, we could squeeze some road tires on there. Some of the wider, 30C tires. But
Oh yeah,
but not with a 26. All right, shushing your education. Does J&B do a free shipping number? Or do they do free shipping?
Well, I think it's gotta be over 100.
Okay. Oh man, they're back!
Hi, how are you?
Jeez.
Yeah, how you doing?
Have you had fun?
Welcome to the Village Idiot Bike Shop. How can we help you?
We didn't make it very far.
We wandered and
We
You
went-
probably had how many drinks?
Did
before
this
you-
fit now? No?
We went to the Historical Association and chatted with them for a while, and then we went down to the sign lady.
And the man, he grew up on Canada, and he lived in Richmond Hill. And he knew right where I was from, and he still spoke to me.
And then we went to the sign place and met the sign lady.
Nancy, her name was.
Yes, and she's going to get us a quote for the banner to put above the window outside.
Nancy has a
Awesome.
poodle, and the poodle attacks.
Kind of.
Attack poodle. Like an actual full-size standard poodle
No,
or
not
a
toy.
teacup?
Not teacup, the
Just
toy.
a toy poodle?
Well, it's a
Okay.
mixture, it's a crossbreed between a dachshund.
Wow.
An attack mini poodle.
Yes.
We did that, and then we went, oh, you guys, oh, he did cut it down.
I did.
What happened?
I had a sawzall.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
We did it yesterday
Uh-oh.
with,
I got a hold of some man tools, so I did man
Is
things.
this something?
so I could use that.
Kent's got all those.
Kent has offered for
Oh.
you to go into his garage.
I was telling.
He's having a moving
What
sale.
did
You should come and check out this guy's garage.
I would love to.
Moving sale on Saturday,
Okay. So
8 till 1.
we used to have
Yes.
2 of these
Yeah, no,
here.
double check, because everything's
And
spelled.
they used to go all the way across to here.
This wooden thing.
The wooden thing was the
Oh,
hook.
yes,
So
okay.
I cut it here,
Yeah.
so we could stack a third trike up here, because otherwise it would have hit that.
Well,
We can still use what's hanging up there.
Well,
And
email
then,
Dr.
on top
Hall,
of
because
that,
Yes.
you also have the
it's
ability
all
that you
threaded,
can
the
go
thread is run all the way
online.
through. So there is a nut at the top, and I'm sure Jason and whoever else did it, which is everything's been.
Okay, today's only Thursday.
The thread is small enough that I could stick my drill in it, tighten my drill down, and just use my drill.
Anyway, I brought this in because Jason was inquiring about the plaid on these and to show him what these look like.
I
So
like
that's
to-
mine, so you've got just a sample.
Got another trike in there, which is good, because, we decided that we needed to put one right there.
We saw two, I just saw, I thought you guys, ride it, yeah.
Did you get a chicken?
So it's kind of cool.
We haven't, honey, we
Yeah,
haven't
no.
eaten everybody back.
Slow down, slow.
I don't think you
I'm
understand.
setting all this back. There's a
I
lot of
found your
talking.
shoes.
So, you know,
Back
there's
tools.
talking,
No, it's going
Eva, there's double talking when I'm there. So
I found shoes.
it's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of a little
And I found you a
crazy.
massage therapist. So
Yes, Mohammed.
Yeah, Mo.
16%.
She calls him Mo.
Mo.
So Mo he's just up the street across from by City Hall.
That's one of the cat.
That's one of the Cat 5 bags.
Ear bags.
I like it and I want it for makeup. Or jewelry.
It's actually kind of nice.
It's funky,
The
huh?
only issue is that's the only fabric it comes in is the plaid.
Oh,
We gotta
boys,
talk to
boys
him to change that.
not like plaid. Boys don't like
I
plaid.
love plaid, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know
Plaid button-down shirts?
Are you buying a pink shirt?
No, I have a subscriber that picked this shirt out of every other shirt that we had hanging up there, and you could barely see it. So, I'm half tempted to just send it to her because she keeps talking about it. Here's your big shirt.
So yes, so this gentleman Mo, he teaches Qigong in the park on Saturday mornings. And he
Yes, I still
also, worked as a massage therapist for the Orlando Magic.
Okay.
And was the original massage therapist that helped get the Disney Marathon started and everything else. So he's not like a here, let me just rub your back.
Paul needs that too.
I do.
What happened to you?
I separated my shoulder, and ever since then, I've kind of been completely out of whack. So I've very limited motion in my shoulders still, and there's a massage therapist that's figured out, a sports therapist that's figured out that after separations, there's a lot of massage that needs to happen around the connecting tissue to get it broken back up and to remove scar tissue and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff can start opening up.
Sorry,
Um,
I should leave it here.
We've already eaten half of it.
So what's great is I spent years as a martial arts instructor, and
Oh.
at some point this girl that I was dating,
That's a good one, peanut butter one.
I had to
Oh, I
call
want
her
one?
one day because I
Oh.
no, I'm okay. I had to call her back from work one day because I went to go put my socks on and my back just locked up and I fell over and I couldn't move. So finally she's like, "You're going to see the chiropractor that I used to go see, who, as I found out, used to be the chiropractor for the World Taekwondo team." So I was like,
Oh,
"You know
good.
exactly what I'm
Probably,
going through."
Yeah, let me assume
He's like,
before.
he's like, "I know exactly what's happening." So I was like, "That's great." So
Help
he
me
had me
out.
back on my feet again and back to teaching on a pretty regular basis. So
Well, this guy charges, it's for 5 30-minute sessions. It's $150.
Wow.
That's nothing.
that's actually not bad at all.
No, I know, that's really good. It's basically $1 a minute,
Yeah, that's not.
which is really good.
And he's just over there, like it wasn't far.
Yeah.
All you have to do
Do they
is,
have a room in that shop?
yeah, it's in the back of the shop.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So it's literally, it's right up by City Hall.
Where are you guys going now?
We're going to Home Depot because we came up with an idea for painting the dining room set on the patio.
Oh my God.
Look at, you know me, I can't sit still, and I have to thank you for having me down here when there's a snowstorm in my city.
We reorganized our,
Just a little snow and ice.
we reorganized our
The guy
level.
that owns that Cat 5, he says it's just starting to snow there now, so.
Oh, it's not pretty.
And where is he?
Kind
And then we are going to BJ's.
Oh, yes, I'm still
So
listening,
how much would
Pandora.
that little purse, that little, bag be?
On a purse.
of. That tool,
The toolkit carrier.
it's probably.
The man bag.
I'd say about $15 maybe.
No, it wasn't, honey. It's,
Oh, it's probably more than that.
no, it's like 25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds
30.
about
There's a
right.
lot of, styling happening with it.
Maybe our cost, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Probably 20 some odd.
I've gotten used to, generally speaking, just saying retail for everything.
Yeah.
My cost is my cost.
So who is that for?
This guy,
Which one?
he wants it, he's coming for it on Saturday morning, wants it for the day, but he'll return Monday.
Ooh,
Then that's a 2-day rental.
Well, that's
I
what he
should,
said, but he said he's not gonna ride it, because he wants to bring it back on Sunday, so someone might have to come in and get it.
I might have to grab
No,
a battery
let's-
thing and give you guys a tour of the shop.
Well, we're not open Sunday, so what do you want me to say?
So,
I would say he's gonna take it for 2 days, charge him the 2. He's probably gonna, now that he knows that we're not gonna be open.
in the topic of
Wait, let Paul speak.
in the topic of this discussion, there is over by Harbor Freight. There's it's a tool rental place. They do kind of everything from basic tools to like stump removers. They're closed on Sunday. They do 1-day rentals on Saturday, and you bring it back Monday. So, if you know, hey, I'm gonna need this for 2 days, and I really don't
That's
want.
the thing.
So you just charge for the 1 day, and if you're closed, and
Yep.
you know, some people, yeah, sure, some people are gonna learn, but that's no skin off our back.
Yeah, we can't charge him because we're closed on Sunday.
I'm not charging him.
Yeah, so it's a 1-day
You said you were
rental.
gonna charge him
No,
for
I
2
said if he wanted it, he was going to, take it longer, then, yeah. He said he only wanted it.
I need a nap too. It's nap time already.
Is it nap time?
It was nap time 4 hours ago.
All right, we're losing light, babe, let's go. Here.
Yes,
Honey,
it's dark.
can you stop playing with the bike and communicate with, or are you gonna wait until after 6 to deal with the
Yeah,
cat fight?
I'll call him, don't worry.
Okay.
Gotta get this thing in order. Not having any luck with these gears.
I'll work on the gears here in just a second.
Yeah, but I had it, but then it started to, I can't, this thing won't even go now. Gotta bring it over more.
Come along, let's
Yeah,
go.
honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to go to Harbor Freight and find a giant cable.
No, I know, what time are they open until?
I think they're open till like 9.
Okay, perfect.
Excellent. How's it going?
Is it? No, it's just dark already. Bye. It's like I've been on for 3 hours. It probably is time for me to go too. I got so much stuff done today. It's cold out. Ooh, that's a good thing because I brought like my sweatshirt because I had a feeling it might be a little cold out. A low of 50 tonight. For those of you laughing, that's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you still laughing, we live in Florida. For those of you still laughing, yeah, just keep laughing. Let me get a battery thing, aka freezing. Let me get a pink battery thing. I learned some stuff. That's good. that's the whole point. If one person, oh, I almost dropped my phone again. If one person learns anything. So we are going to give you a quick tour of the store because things have changed. You guys saw it this time. It'd be nice if I had this on a gimbal, but keep it plugged in because the battery's almost dead. So there used to be random stuff over there. I'm a wimp, so agree. So front door. And trikes. Some clothes. So the shop's had a bit of a facelift, so stuff got moved around. Yeah, having bikes in here just makes it look good too. So having bikes for sale. I haven't figured out exactly how tricky it's going to be to get some of these things in and out of here, but
Oh, we're good.
we've got, and ooh, hang on, one more thing. We're gonna walk outside for a second. Oh man, it feels great out here. It's barely any colder than cold. Look at that. So we've got rental bikes now. We've got rental beach cruisers and road bikes and some hybrids, and we've got rental bikes. So things are happening. Sorry it's so shaky. I've got to keep it plugged in, and it doesn't do very well in the gimbal when it's plugged in. So yeah, that's what's happening. The sorry, we're shredding sign. Yeah, it's a good sign. It's fun when we accidentally leave it flipped around when we're open because people always ask the same exact question. What's shredding? I was like, what's Google? All right, so you guys need to go. I'm going to go because I've got to clean up. I've got to put some tools away and clean up my work area because I hate having a dirty work area. I like knowing where my tools are the next day. I like making sure whoever works after me knows where the tools are the next day. So, what's shredding? I would suggest that you ask Google the answer to that question. Google is much smarter than I. I ask Google all my important questions. Take the rest of the day off. That is my goal. So once I leave the shop tonight, I am going to head home and I'm going to get in front of my computer and I'm going to play some video games and relax for the rest of the evening and possibly do another live stream. Not for you guys. So you'll have to find my other channel if you want to watch that live stream. I do some live streams from the gaming end of the world from time to time. So not interesting to most of you, I'm guessing. I play super ancient old games. I'm missing one tool. And I don't know where it is. You get it shifting? All right, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say thanks for hanging out for 3 hours with me today. You guys all absolutely rock. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how I do it. But you guys make my day go faster, and I get a chance to get some education out while I'm doing what I'm doing silently in the back of a room. And you guys make me talk. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for pedaling with me. Catch you guys later.